He who conquers himself is mightier than the one who conquers the whole world. He is not only mightier, but he is also wiser. For not only is it harder to conquer yourself than it is to conquer the external world, it is also a greater achievement. There is more freedom in conquering yourself. For every empire which rises shall fall, and every ill which is buried by the light of good and justice shall rise again, like weeds sprouting from seeds. Even if all of the wrong and injustice, immoral bad is removed from the world, and one conquers the world for good, the nature of the world is change, and thus everything is temporary. Like day and night, the sun will set and the darkness will come again. And the efforts of the one who conquered the world, even for good, will be for naught. But the one who conquers himself, regardless of how the world changes around him, he is strong, content, calm, rational, productive, virtuous, and upholding of justice, truth, honor, duty, and all that is good. He is not affected by the ills, the injustices, the corruption, and the rot of the world, which blossoms like flower in spring and degrades and falls away like leaves through autumn into winter. Regardless of any change, regardless of praise or blame, reward or punishment, pleasure or pain, one who has conquered themselves is unaffected, and again, content. So it is harder to achieve this and to conquer yourself than it is even to conquer the world. He who conquers himself is mightier than he who conquers the world. So it is not easy, but there is a great ease in which one can fall into a flow of sorts. There's one big leap, one hard step to take, and then everything's easy after that for the wise. And most don't want to take this hard step because it's actually easier to actually build an empire and conquer the whole world. It takes less effort, less willpower, less strength, less temperance, less awareness, less vigilance to literally build an empire and conquer the entire planet than it does to watch yourself, to lay the traps, to catch your mind when it wanders astray, and to kill your own ego. Once that battle has been won, once the wise individual realizes that there was no battle in the first place, and they stop putting their energy into it and engaging in it like a pond with ripples, it stills and stops and becomes clear and reflective. And then one is at ease and again unaffected by the changes of the external world. And now this is not to say that one will neglect duty. For duty is an honor, and all good and virtuous traits naturally spring forth in the wise and contented, simple individual who has conquered themselves and therefore harbors temperance and self-control. Therefore, it is inherent that you will actually be an aid unto the world and be able to assist and uphold justice and quell the embers of corruption and immorality before they even ignite any suffering in the lives of those around you. In that state, not a slave to your own mind and desires, one is able to actually benefit the world more. And so it is not a neglect or an apathetic ignorance to the suffering and injustices of the world to put that aside, at least for now. Like taking your shoes off when you enter a temple and go inside yourself for now and do the work necessary and clean that temple, which is yourself, and make it pristine and beautiful and tranquil. And then from that place, address the injustices of the world. For otherwise, you carry along your own taints, your own toxic poisons, which bellow forth even in your good actions, which come from good intentions, and they infect like a plague the world around that individual. Again, like trying to engage with the pond to remove the ripples, only more ripples are added until one understands themselves.